who you'd have kids with, and if somebody tried to assault your kids at the park or at home when you're not there, wouldn't defend your children. I want a woman who's sweet and beautiful and calm and ladylike, but who can turn into an absolute vicious killer. And that's what women are supposed to be like if they need to be. Not these little domesticated prissy things that can't stand up for themselves. That's real feminism. Real feminism is when somebody knocks down your college daughter's door to rape her, she fires 14 rounds of .45 Magnum into them. That's what feminism is, not your crap. All right, I've had enough of it. I've had enough of scum. I've had enough of domestication. I've had enough of people that tell me I've got to be a pathetic slave. Come on in, Aaron. Oh, more reports on deadly fluoride, thank you. All right, I'm ranting because this is someone who's not domesticated. Would you rather be me or rather be... But remember, she'd be very polite in Nazi Germany, directed into a pit. Or take your clothes off, get ready to go in here for showers. Yes, sir, thank you for the reasonable way you're treating us. I've decided I don't agree with your politics exactly, but I do agree with authority. Let me take my clothes off. It's such a gun, officer, quite fancy. I feel quite good with you with that gun. But citizens having guns, now that is entirely improper. Oh, help me, Lord. I've been on the radio too long today. And here is the god of the domesticated slave, Chris Fruit Box. I just pumped the dog look on his face. I'm sorry. He's just such a weak little sniveling manipulator. He enjoys manipulating you. He thinks you're stupid. He loves the elite power over the masses. He loves dumbing you down. He loves feeling like he's a master controller and prancing around with pot-bellied old rotten New World Order trash at little cocktail parties, slithering around. This is your enemy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the traitor. This is the type of person that sells the country out. This is the type of person that loves the destruction of liberty and freedom. This is the person who loves, most of the people that I've met from MSNBC are British women. They're like, these are perfect. They're scared of everything. They lick the first black uniform boots they see. They hate the family. They love world government. Bring them in. They'll make TV for America. Now, why am I so angry at them? I knew what the production would be. Guys with machine guns running around in between clips of Hitler. And it's exactly that. We have the full script. They may have changed it, but the email we got said this is the script that was used. This is the voiceover script. You can read the full script at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And then Paul Watson has another article that he has written about it. In fact, I'm going to pull the internet up here so I can see it at PrisonPlanet.com. And at PrisonPlanet.com, it's MSNBC hit piece, smears Tea Party as neo-Nazis. And yeah, not only if you don't want government health care, you are a racist. If you don't want trillions to the banks, you hate Jews. No, now they actually say that we are Hitler and that we want to overthrow America like Hitler did. And we've got to be dealt with. Over and over again, they say, is Jones going to go out and kill law enforcement? No, but his supporters are. I mean, this is mind control. Let me just read. We've highlighted the transcript here, and I'll give you guys a document cam shot now on this. And let me just start here with the transcript. Show open, the new right, Tea Parties and third parties, gun rights and states' rights, from just right of center to out on the fringes. See, we control reality. We tell you what you're allowed to think. Who are they, and just what do they want? Ooh, political change or to overthrow the government? Oh, yeah, this is getting you ready for Homeland Security and the MIAC report to be used against the American people. And I have the New York Times here where they're attacking the Amish, shutting them down, saying it's not good for the environment. In fact, where's my New York Times? Will you guys reprint me that New York Times about the Amish being hit and hit hard? Because everybody knows they're Al-Qaeda too. It goes on, Chris on cam, don't tread on me. The Gadsden flag has become a symbol of a new right. Oh, no, it's not populist. It's not liberty lovers. It's the new right, to keep you in that right-wing paradigm where they can control you. It's flown at tea parties, anti-government rallies, and militia group training sessions, even by members of Congress. An American flag from the Revolutionary War. How dare these members of Congress? And I have another article here where new constitutions handed out in colleges and in Congress. In fact, where's that article? You guys brought it in earlier, and I'd actually gotten a copy of that. And it says, this is from hundreds of years ago and is not politically correct and is racist and the Constitution's bad. And Chris Matthews says, yes, he'll deal with it. He'll tell you what to think. Little Chris Matthews. Don't tread on me. And then it just goes on and on and on, page after page, saying militia groups, militia members, militia. So they start saying militia. And militia, they're going to kill you, they're going to get you, they're violent, they're evil. And this is the biggest hit piece I've ever seen. You've got to go read it for yourself. And just deeper into the article, because I'm the whole end. I mean, I'm their finale here at the end of this. But as you go through it, then it goes into Jews and talks about Jews over and over and over and over again. Militia groups. Jews are responsible for the Great Depression. They'll probably edit this YouTube video and say I said that. That's how they operate. Jews were responsible for the Great Depression. Were responsible for the continuation of hard times, and that maybe Adolf Hitler in Germany had some right ideas. So they go back to the 30s and 40s to Father Coughlin and say that they have to go back then to find somebody who was criticizing corrupt banks. And so the message is, if you believe the banks are robbing you, what does Glenn Beck say? Bilderberg Group's good, you're racist if you criticize it. What is Limbaugh saying every week? So they got the right wing and the controlled left wing doing this. Father Coughlin, the Jew, the Christian, and persecution, 2622. It is my opinion that Nazism, the effect of communism, cannot be liquidated in persecution complex until the religious Jews in high places and synagogue and finance, radio, and press attack the cause. Attack forthright the errors, the spread of communism together with their nations who support it. Then they cut to tea parties criticizing communism, and the message is, you support Hitler. And they say, this guy supported Hitler. So they go back 60, 70 years ago and go, this guy supported Hitler, and he didn't like communism. So if you criticize communism, you want to murder Jews. So now you're Nazis. Before these rumors about government tyranny reach the mainstream, they often start with an extremely popular internet radio host named Alex Jones. What does the Washington Post say in yesterday's article titled MSNBC Documentary on the Right Profiles Birthers, Militias, and Alex Jones? It says, I'm an internet radio host, but extremely popular. What did the New York Times say? I'm an internet radio host. As if there's something wrong with that. Number one, we're on 40-something stations on the Sunday show, upwards of 80 during the week. Okay, now, I'm on a whole bunch of AM and FM stations, and you know it full well. Okay, you know my audience is bigger than you, Chris Matthews, a lot bigger. Go to Alexa ratings for Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Go to it. Much bigger. Thousands of times bigger than Limbaugh's. Thousands of times bigger than Hannity. Go look at the ratings. Put Limbaugh in next to my website. One of my websites. And tens of thousands bigger than you, Matthews. Your private website doesn't even show up. We're beginning to dwarf MSNBC, the entire website. You don't like that, do you, Matthews? No, you don't. So you're going to say, I'm Hitler. But don't do it too much because, people actually look into it and find out that all the Nazi groups are government financed, all the big ones like Hal Turner and others who attack me 24/7. It's going to come out that your little buddies are running all this, isn't it, buddy? Yeah. Before these rumors about government tyranny reach the mainstream. So this is, near the end. They're going to tell you the really evil guy is. Often they start with an extremely popular internet radio host named Alex Jones. And then it goes on to say, we're going to look at the types of tyrants in the Obama administration. Then they have none of my quotes from Cass Sunstein saying arrest us and ban free speech from that day. Or none of the quotes of all these other officials in government and senators saying ban free speech and ban talk radio and put taxes on it and all the rest of it. None of my evidence. Just, we're going to look at some of the tyrants. Jones claims he has 2 million listeners for his internet broadcast. See, more disinformation. They know full well I'm on all these radio stations. Doesn't matter. They're going to lie to their audience and tell them I'm not on AM and FM. Just like I've seen CNN say, Ron Paul's insane. He believes there's something called a Trans-Texas Corridor, a group of toll roads. 25 million people in Texas, and they're watching CNN when there's billboards up everywhere and the governor announcing it, saying Trans-Texas Corridor, and they're saying it doesn't exist. Keep it up, CNN. When you said that 4 years ago, you had 3 million viewers at night. Now you've got less than 1 million. Great job. Keep it up. Tell people there's no NAFTA highway or Trans-Texas Corridor as it's being built everywhere here. Please, continue. Please. Don't let me stop you. Unbelievable. And it goes on. Jones claims he has 2 million listeners for his internet broadcast, that millions more watch his YouTube broadcast. Well, they can go to one of our YouTube channels and see 50 million views right there. They can go everywhere else, 6 million views, 3 million views, 2 million views, million views, 400,000 views, million views. I mean, hundreds.